Please, this is our regular sound check. Please give me some feedback if you can hear me well. I believe my internet could be patchy. I will try to fix it right away. Please tell me or put tens in the chat. Actually, I see your tens, your pluses. Thank you. Well, congratulations, friends. Our stake in CRU for CRU was actually heavy demanded. And let's have a look at our slides. I will do my best to address the most burning issues and questions raised by our partners in the chats. Yes, the day was really hot. Next slide, please. Well, we moved from my Cryptounit back office on the 10th of March to blockchain and opened our blockchain wallets. And as of the 22nd of March, on the blockchain, there are only 176,000 partners moved to blockchain. It's very little, only 25%. Every fourth is on blockchain, whereas 3/4 may not even know that we've done it, that we are already on blockchain for 2 weeks. And quite recently, there was a case. I was driving to office and I received a phone call. The number is unknown. Maria, so a woman is calling me saying, Maria, we are from one city. We are in your structure, although I don't know her last name. And she says, we want our money back. We've been in the project for a long time. And I say, do you know that we are on the blockchain, that we launched the exchange, that tokens could be staked? And she says, no, I don't know. And I'm asking, don't you attend the webinars? She says, no, we don't. And now in the webinar room, in the Russian room, there is over 1,100 people, and we have partners in other rooms as well. And maybe someone actually watches us on YouTube, but most people don't read the news. They may even have forgotten their passwords, but it took us 4 years, but actually the most patient were rewarded today. This staking plan, CRU for CRU, was a good gift and present to those people who follow the news and actually catch up with the latest updates. And I see over 1,100 partners in the Russian room and in other rooms. I want to ask you, please give phone calls to all those people you once invited to Cryptounit program. Don't be lazy. Go to your back office, look at your structure, text these people or give them some phone calls and ask them, please move to blockchain. It's fun here. You can get income in UNTB. Some partners already write me that they got some UNTB in the first days. They actually managed to trade them at the exchange and they earned hundreds of US dollars. We understand that the issuance of UNTB is not over in one day. So issuance of UNTB will last for another 10 years. And we all together, the owners of CRU and World CRU tokens, and we will mine UNTB blockchain token UNTB. And another important piece of news, and quite soon there will be an article in the media about our blockchain, and therefore I want to remind you that throughout the entire history of cryptocurrencies, we managed to do the largest EOS fork. So EOS today includes 2.5 million crypto wallets accounts based on EOS, whereas we have almost 900,000 accounts from nowhere. In 2 years, our community, our program managed to mobilize so many participants. And in terms of the scale of the private blockchain based on EOS, there is nothing similar to us in history. We are the largest EOS fork in history. And next week, there will be a lot of articles and publications, as many media are interested in our breakthrough. And I believe that tokens price will go up. And since today our exchange, actually we are not allowed to say our, I may not but say this word as our blockchain, our exchange, but this is a starting exchange. And I warned you at the previous webinars that on the first days, the exchange will be a bit clumsy. Don't make large deposits. Don't top up large amounts of cryptocurrency or send large amounts of CRUs and expect that you will become rich over the moment, over in almost instantly, as it is still at the stage of its launch and there are some bugs or errors, and sometimes people forget to include memo, and now there are low volumes at the exchange. In total, 5 bitcoins are traded, and if someone deposits half of the bitcoin, he will actually sweep away all the market, and therefore we gradually need to increase our volumes. But I believe that gradually it will come to a balance. Well, I don't remember whether we have another slide on blockchain. Quite likely, yes, there will be staking and unstaking. Look, when you unstake CRU for UNTB, it will take you 72 hours. So those updates at 2 p.m., they were the last, and now unstaking takes 72 hours, and many partners are late as they were waiting for 2 p.m. They wanted to unstake and stake CRU, but tokens disappeared. They pressed the button unstake and CRUs disappeared, and they don't know where to find them. They disappeared from your balance because they are on the road. They are not in your access. They are not available to you. The balance of this token, of those tokens unstaked, they are not displayed in your balance. They will be there 72 hours after. And this reminder that unstaking will take 72 hours, the IT team failed to do it. And yesterday I noticed this and said, guys, look, at 10 a.m. people are waiting for staking, do something. So, but they failed to do it by that time, and therefore it was delayed till 2 p.m. And with this reminder that unstaking will last 72 hours. So they are staying right now and they are working. And I believe as soon as this webinar is over, there will be this reminder of staking lasting 72 hours, unstaking lasting 72 hours. Well, in terms of the registration and verification at the exchange, altogether, the total number of registered is 24,741 as of the 22nd of March. This is the date of the statistics. 7.5 thousand were verified, and 5,380 people are pending. and 11,000 did not submit documents for verification, and another 743 people who received rejections in verifications. So don't be stressed and complain that you are rejected. At my previous webinars, we explained to you how the verification system Global Pass works, and KYC team and AML team. Look, Global Pass has a robot. It is done automatically, and it scans the document, it reads it, and we compare the full name. And in case the first and last name matches any politician or any criminal, then the Global Pass automatically rejects. And a person, KYC officer of the compliance unit, must go to the profile of this person rejected by Global Pass and check where is the problem. So the first and last name are the same, but the father's name is different, the town of residence is different, and then this KYC officer can actually say that everything is fine with this partner. So he cannot do it. He needs to write to Global Unit Pass so that they accept and verify this user. And only then, when the Global Pass accepts with a green tick, then at the exchange we can accept this person. And the same applies to the payment system. If it takes you long to verify in the payment system, the system is the same. The officer sees that everything is fine with you, you are to be accepted, then he texts the Global Pass manually accept you, and then only afterwards this person will be accepted or verified in the payment system. And therefore this process is very slow, and I believe hopefully that these 743 people this week or next week you will see a button to repeat your verification, and those people 5,380 who are not verified and still pending, I believe this and next week they will be all verified. So this is the latest update about the registration and verification at the exchange. Next slide, please. Well, until today, up to now, these are the data that the first fortunate people to generate their wallets, they managed to stake CRU for CRU, and the first type of CRU, of staking CRU for CRU, we had only 133,000, whereas today it is over 1 billion, and it used to be 1,825,000,000 of CRU staked for UNTB, whereas out of this staking, over 1 billion was staked as CRU for CRU. A part of cryptocurrency is kept in wallets by people simply to sell at a favorable rate, or simply to transfer or present tokens as a gift, as a present. And now actually there is the availability for opening the wallets for partners from outside, from strangers. There is one window which is not adequate, which is not accurate. I spotted it out, and I informed our IT team. But when you open a wallet and you are an outsider, it's not simple where to send what. Account CA, create CRU, ICC. So you need to send to this account 240 UNTB with a memo, but the memo at the exchange is large, is long, whereas here Memo is your new wallet. New account is your Memo, and I asked IT team to change it so that it's clear that here we need to send it, and here is the field for Memo, but it will be changed today or tomorrow. Those partners who need the second wallet, it's clear, those who are outside this system, but many saw that there is a button create, and people were in a rush to create this second wallet. I understand that you are hot-minded, and where everyone is running, you are running as well. But what is the sense of opening a lot of wallets? I am sure that we have a lot of people, as we registered our family members, moms, dads, kids, and you have a number of wallets, and at the same time people are still in a rush to open another wallet. Yes, once I said that in case your amount of CRU is over 1 million, then you'd better split them up among several wallets. And if you are to carry out a peer-to-peer transaction and you are scared that you may be robbed, so then you'd better use smaller amounts. But generally right now there are no peer-to-peer transactions. I gave you an example of 2016 when Bitcoins were sold when you are at a cafe and having an eye-to-eye meeting or chat. And now it is available online. There are exchanges, and I believe that our partners already set up the black market of peer-to-peer exchanges and take advantage of the transfer of tokens from one wallet to another. Next slide, please. Well, regarding the exchange, the first days of trading and our realizations from them. As said before, our partners look at these charts at the exchange and understand nothing. First of all, they top up, then withdraw. There is such a joke about a monkey that the king of the animals decides, the lion decides to separate all the animals into the smart and the beautiful. And the monkey is puzzled. Do I need to break into two pieces because I am on the one hand a beautiful one, a beauty one, and on the other hand I am a smart one? And our partners actually don't know they are beautiful and smart, and they don't know which buttons to press there. And these black market peer-to-peer exchanges actually frustrates people. They say that the technical support is not functioning, nothing is functioning. But yes, it's true that the burden on our technical support is unbearable, and they even don't know which questions to answer. They answer the questions about the payment system, about UGPay back office, the exchange, blockchain. There are some partners who failed to open their wallets. They also provide support. There are those who may not actually input their seed phrase, and they are really under high stress, and they could not answer all the questions about the exchange. And we made a list of frequently asked questions on the exchange, and I believe by Monday the latest it will be published on the website of the exchange. What should I do if I messed up my memo, or if the transaction is not received? There is a special email box of the exchange. And yes, this email box already has a lot of emails. We understand this. But look, we may not cover and handle out everything in a minute. So AML officers confirm deposits or withdrawals, but those transactions lost, as one partner was irritated and frustrated. He sent 14,000 CRUs to the exchange, where he actually indicated the memo of his USDU deposit. So actually he did something wrong and sent his tokens. Look, when tokens are on blockchain, they won't be lost. Our exchange wallet, but you must have your memo. Then tokens are accrued in a correct way. But if you make a mistake on your own, you do something wrong, it does not mean that the officers of the exchange, simply because of your fault of making a mistake, simply don't take care of another 10,000 people who do everything correctly. So first of all, they confirm the deposits and withdrawals of those partners who did everything in a correct way. But those who made a mistake, they will need to wait long, maybe 2 weeks, because physically we don't have the labor force to cover and to handle the grievances of all those who are in a hurry. You are in a rush. I don't know which train you would like to catch up with. You are in a hurry to press any buttons you see, and you expect us to handle your complaints or your problems in a hurry as well. I warned you, don't be in a hurry. Exchange will not disappear. Your tokens will not disappear. It simply takes time to start this list of the transactions lost, to start processing it. And don't expect us that sooner than Monday, there will be some officers starting handling them. Regarding withdrawals, many people also write that I pressed to withdraw on the 22nd of March, for instance, and I haven't received my tokens yet. Look, most of these, how to word it correctly, why the withdrawal of money was not carried out. So the first reason is when you withdraw to zero. To say, suppose you have 1 Ethereum or 0.1 Bitcoin, and you order to withdraw the whole amount, 1 Ethereum or 0.10 of Bitcoin, but you do not reserve a commission, and as soon as this transaction is stuck, the exchange may not send it, as it writes down not available balance to pay this fee. This is a technical bug. It's not actually presented in an accurate way, so that you remember that the commission should be retained. And to date, this bug has already been fixed, but those orders that were placed starting from the 20th of March or even earlier, they are stuck. They are not at the exchange because your balance was not enough to pay the fee, the commission. And we have about 93 transactions stuck for the withdrawal in Bitcoin, and 7 applications for withdrawals in EOS, and about 20 applications for withdrawal and Ethereum. Not a lot, and we will try to handle them all tomorrow or latest the Monday, as Saturday and Sunday our IT team and IML officers are at weekends for the time being, and we may not expand the payroll because the exchange is very costly, and we have very high costs for the technical maintenance and support, rental of servers. So the personnel is enough in case there are no errors. Everything is done automatically and instantly. So there is no sense in recruiting a person for 1 week, and after the load is lower, so then we need to fire him. Yes, for USDU, there are some applications that are still pending, not many of them, but there are some. And the reason is the same, since the balance was not enough to pay out the charge, the fee. And the second reason why some applications are stuck, you will start laughing, but it is the truth. Our partners, the address of the wallet for the withdrawal of crypto, when they indicate this address, they indicate there anything they like. They may write down the street, their email address, their login at the exchange. You can find any variants. When we see the error, when the transaction is not carried out in an automatic mode, and the explanation address may not include 13 digits. So the address is 12 digits, but we see that there is a mess instead of an address. We are pissed off, and we have what we have. Sometimes it may happen. And as I said before, this technical error with the fee has been fixed, and starting from today, it will be clear, but those that are stuck, we will try to process them tomorrow. Well, the next slide, please. Limits and commissions. Well, limits and commissions. The maximum amount of a transaction for top up and withdrawal, for deposit and withdrawal, is 1,000 US dollars. Yes, we understand that the amount is small, and quite likely we will check the correctness of the work of the wallets. Look, in case everything is withdrawn in large amounts, the financial losses of the people will be much higher at the exchange rate difference than at a smaller transaction amount. For instance, he orders something places an order in Ethereum, but then it is on the way and the exchange rate changes, and a partner actually says that he is at the loss, so because of this processing, but the withdrawal of the money is slowed down and I lost some money. But because he sold crypto units, Ethereum is with him, and sooner or later the rate of the Ethereum will be up again, as it is volatile, and therefore you see smaller limits, so that during the process of your adaptation and exchange adaptation and the process of its fine-tuning, we are doing our best so that people are not hungry to top up millions. So the limits will be increased gradually. As said before, maybe starting from the 1st of April, we will expand the limits for the top up and withdrawal. Next slide, please. Yes, this one, it is of no relevance anymore. Actually, I feel pity. We were hopeful that 3 billion CRUs will be available loan for staking, but quite likely that everyone selected the staking plan Evorich as the most beneficial, and we are run out of 3 billion tokens. And the most frequently asked question is about conversion of CRU into world CRUs and the fee. What will happen to my CRU tokens 3 years after, when the Evorich staking is over? Or what will happen to my CRUs 1 or 2 years after? How I will exchange CRU into world CRU 2 or 1 year or 3 years after. And you must be very attentive here and even write it down. And I will repeat it again and again. CRU into world CRU is always exchanged one to one. And it is already embraced into our smart contract. 35 billion CRU and 35 billion of world CRUs, they are for conversion, for exchange.
It is always going to be one to one. But what's going to happen, what's going to change in 1 year? The commission for the conversion. Right now, it ranges from $1 to $100, the maximum commission. Even if you move 10 million CRUs to 10 million world CRUs, you will pay just $100. But in 1 year, the market of unlocked world CRUs will appear. And we really don't know what the world CRU and CRU price is going to be in 1 year. You can't really predict it today. And of course, for the conversion of one to one from CRU into world CRU, the commission for that will be charged by UGPay Group, which is the holder of World CRU tokens, the digital shares. And of course, UGPay Group, if they see in 1 year that the exchange difference is very big, like World CRU, CRU costs $1 and World CRU costs $5, then you will have to pay that difference with live money, with pocket money, the difference on the conversion. But again, conversion is entirely voluntary, whether you want to exchange it in 1 year, in 2 year, in 3 years. If you don't want to change it, don't change it. Just in that period of time, you will have to assess the financial benefit. It's like 280% income for staking and the commission for conversion. Maybe you won't want to spend money on conversion. I don't know what's going to happen in 3 years. What kind of exchange rate CRU and World CRU will have, and everyone asks when this period starts this year. World CRU tokens started, the sale of World CRU tokens started on the 10th of February 2021. Therefore, the first unlocked World CRUs, the first unlocking of World CRU will happen on the 10th of March 2022. So 1 year plus 30 days. So this is the year when we're going to see what the price of the unlocked World CRU is at the exchange. Before February, March 2022, we can't really know. We don't know what's going to happen with World CRU token. What's the market price is going to be? We know only the price at which the company is ready to sell those tokens. Next slide, please. Okay, we have here a huge request for you guys, so pay attention. People never watched the training video for the exchange. They rushed off to start trading, and I really hoped that our partners would record that training video, but everyone is waiting for me to do it. But I think Dina from the support service, and I have lost our sleep. We don't eat. We're all the time working. People are calling us saying something got disappeared. They lost something, etc., etc. So guys, I really have no time to film a video on exchange trading. If maybe some of our partners know how to do that, please do. Please film a video and just pay attention to the fact that in your exchange training videos, what you don't have to do in those videos. The market formed. So don't do market orders. This is recommendation number one. Do not place market orders in the exchange because the markets are now kind of distorted. They do not reflect the real price. We have not so many traders. The volumes are not that high. And when people want to buy something at the market price, it can cause some unpleasant consequences. For example, there was a person who placed an buy order for Ethereum at $100, $200, $700. And people, without understanding how to read the order book, which is on the right, no, they put their 1.5 Ethereum for sale at market price, and they were sold at $100. And those ladies were very upset. They were writing in all the chats like, guys, who bought Ethereum at $100? Please give it back to us. But this is exchange. This is not a sandbox anymore. So in other words, they bought an exchange trading lesson for $3,000. Today, I saw that someone bought or sold Bitcoin at $100,000. Someone placed a sell order for Bitcoin at $100,000. Yes, they did buy $5. I mean, it was $5 worth, but still, people, what they do, they have nothing better else to do, and they start placing those really insane, weird orders. Hoping that there will be people who don't have a clue what they're doing, would fill in those orders, like buy Bitcoin for $100,000. Not one Bitcoin, of course, like 0.000 something Bitcoin, but still, it's like money lost, right? I'm sorry, my phone is ringing here. Let me turn it off. Beg your pardon. It's never stopping, by the way. I mean, I don't know what to do with my phone now. I will call them back. So someone placed an order to sell euros at $100. For example, I have 84 euros on my balance. I want to sell those 84 euros at $100. And we like watching those orders and ask ourselves how stupid you can be to place such an order. I mean, should we now like go and look who placed it? So someone took 84 euros and put again, sell order at $100, not for $100, at $100, meaning that they want to sell 84 euros for $8,400. So guys, when you click without really paying attention, you might come across such orders, and we cannot do anything about it. This is the order placed by the person, by the owner, and only the owner can cancel it, revert it. We could go and check one by one all the orders, but this is not realistic. And those ladies who sold Ethereum for $100, they try to have their money back, but I don't know. Maybe people who taught them how to do it don't know how the exchange works either. Okay, so someone says that UNTB isn't accrued for staking CRUs. I don't know why, because I checked it and it is mined. Maybe your amount in the CRU is not that big. So if you click on the renew button every half a minute, then maybe you are accrued so few UNTBs that they are not even shown on the screen. And if you take 49,000 unlocked CRUs, then you can perfectly mine your UNTBs. Someone is calling me. I guess something must have happened. So the CRU staking for CRU is over. 3 billion CRUs that were intended for as a reward for staking CRUs are over. They've been exhausted. Now we'll move on to the next slide. A second attempt at the verification will be given next week. At first, we will go through those people who are trying to verify for the first time, and then those who are trying to do it a second time will have a second go. And still, you can trade without being verified within $500 limit. And then when you go through the verification, your limit will be increased. Yes, we have very little time left before our wonderful event in Dubai. I know that many of our leaders have left for Dubai already, getting ready for our celebration, the second anniversary of Cryptounit program. And if you want to watch all of our leaders live and learn the plans of the company for the next year, of course, you should buy tickets or access to the online event. It will be 80 units before the 28th of March, and after that, it's gonna be 100 units. And the broadcast will happen on the 30th of March in 2 sessions. The first session, it will be from 10 to 2 p.m. and from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Moscow time. And the program is quite intensive. It's quite so we have a lot of questions, and I won't be able to answer all of them. So those the time is not entirely correct, I think. It should be 11 a.m. Moscow time to 11 or 12 sorry, 11 a.m. Moscow time to 11 p.m. or 12 a.m. Moscow time. So it's like 12-hour event in 2 sessions. So someone is asking a very good question that indeed there was no unlocking on blockchain. Yes, there was this problem and it has been rectified. You have to click refresh frozen and refresh balances. So the English chat, please read what Ainsley wrote. So this should be the correct timing for the Summit 2021. And also on blockchain, you can check all the smart contracts and all your frozen items. So when you not inside the wallet, you need to log out of your account, and then you put in the wallet address in the search address, and you will see general information about your wallet, and you can see contract calls button. So it should sound something like that, contract calls. You find that, but you have to log out first, and then in the search engine, search line, you put your wallet address, and then you will see all the unfreezing dates when you're going to receive your next unfrozen CRUs. So for example, you can understand that when it's unlocking on the 19th of February, then add 30 days, it means that in 30 days you can refresh and you will have your unfrozen or unlocked CRUs. If your last unlocking in the contract calls was on the 30th of March, 13th of March, 4th of March, then it has been 30 days yet, so you have to wait when it happens. So sometimes it comes to your back office, but it doesn't come to your blockchain wallet. You have to give it time. There might be some delay in the synchronization. Go to the menu, on contract calls outside your wallet, and you will see all the dates when your last unlocking happened. People who complain that their unlocking refresh unlocked doesn't work, they now don't complain anymore because it's now there. So the question that is of concern to many, many people, when CRU can be converted into world CRUs? Good question, but I don't know the answer to it. I'm sorry. We really hoped that it's going to happen on the 1st of April, but today I took a look at the readiness degree of that functionality, and by the 1st of April, um, we will there will be the possibility to convert unlocked CRUs into locked world CRUs. And I told the developers, guys, this is not okay. I mean, people will not exchange their unlocked CRUs into world CRUs because they can stake their CRUs for UNTBs. And the whole idea was to convert locked CRUs into locked world CRUs to receive UNTBs. And it was kind of a revelation for the developers, and they didn't think that that's what was supposed to happen. And they couldn't give me an estimation. I told them, wait, 5th April, 10th of April, 15th of April, just tell me and we'll be waiting. And now they have taken some time to think about it. Maybe tomorrow they will give me the answer. So maybe tentatively somewhere in April. I don't know when though, guys. Okay, I'm really worried about someone calling me here. I will have to go and call them back. I'm sure it was IT guys with some new problem. So guys, see you all on the 30th of March at the summit. Thank you very much for your attention and bye-bye.